What's going on, guys? It's your boy Adrian Hawkins. Here to review another video. Today we are back outside of Dr. Menya's office. We are here to get another adjustment. I have no idea what he's going to have me doing today. Probably maybe some neck and hip work, just to help with my posing before my competition. It is 24 days out before I step on stage, so I'm pretty excited. Today's a low carb day for me, and tomorrow's a refeed or a high carb day, so I'm pretty excited for that. But we are here, we're going to put in some work, and we're going to get some excellent information for you guys again today. Let's go.
Today we're thinking about doing some subluxation. We're not doing any therapy for the arm. We're just going to do some typical adjustments. And if there's anything that we'll check out the motors for your C5, C6, C7, and we'll check C8 and T1. Those are the things we'll check today. See if there's any different. Then we'll check some thermodynamic, your strength, your grip. See if there's a difference in your grip between two spots, and then we'll go from there. Okay? If there's any discrepancy, that's what we'll adjust.
All right.
Okay. We're using this, which is
sort of upper.
yeah, it's a baseline joint goniometer. This is to check for rotations, the range of motions of the cervical. We typically want 85 degrees left and right. Sometimes most of the people, typically a lot of people are in this range, 70, 75, but we want it to come all the way as fast as possible. With him doing it and with me doing it, we want it to be as far into those extremes as possible. We're looking at the black lines. If you can see, we're looking at those black lines. We want it to, he's gonna keep his head in there like this, and he's gonna rotate it that way. And that will, we're checking off a range of motion. Anything that has a discrepancy in that side, we will adjust. So we'll put his head there, and he'll turn it that way, and he'll turn it that way from neutral. So it's kind of like that, as he rotates that way and rotates that way. Whatever side is less than what we want, that's the side we'll adjust. So stand over here again. Sorry, buddy. So that's 0. Turn your head to the left. So it's got a pretty good turn, 70. And then turn the other side. So about,
Should I be going as much as possible?
as much as you can without any discomfort. So he's almost at 75, 70 on this side, 75 on that side. So again, the left side had a little bit of a stiffness on there.
Yep.
This one doesn't move.
So if he turns that way, and there's a restriction there, so we're going to do some adjustments on that. But first we'll put some currents on there, some heat. And then I want to check something too. So put your shoulders up. So resist, don't let me. That's your C5, that's the delta, and it's cutaneous. And then do that for me. Don't let me. Don't let me. Don't let me. Push. Don't let me push. Good. This way. Don't let me. Don't let me. Don't let me extend it. Don't let me extend. And then hands open. Open hands. So a little bit more strength there. Okay, good. All right, so let's lay down. We know there's something on the left again. That proves that for us. There's one more thing I'm going to do. And you're going to grab onto, this is what I was saying, this is a dynamometer. So that's a squeeze test. And what happens is that there's a dial on there, if you see, and he squeezes it, and it rotates to the poundage of how much his squeeze is. So, all right, so here you go. We'll have you squeeze your right hand, Just go gentle, squeeze on it. Extend your hand out and then squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as hard as you can. And that's good. And then bring it back. So that was 80 on the right side. Let's see what the left side does. Same thing. Back up. Squeeze. Yeah. The left side. That's almost 100. So let's try that other side again. I want you to give it a good squeeze, yeah? Give it a good squeeze.
Ready?
Okay, so we got 100 on that. The red mark stopped short of that, but okay.
All right.
So that evened out. So it's not the grip, it was more the rotation of the neck that tells me we need to just adjust. There's more, he didn't rotate, he had 75 on this side, then he had 70 on this side. So that tells me that either there's a restriction on the right side or there's something holding him on the left, and that's what will help loosen up. So let's lay facing down. This side is tight, you can just see. I'm moving the camera. I mean, look at these striations here. It's amazing. It's like an open skin cadaver. You know? It's crazy, people. It's crazy. Okay, this side feels stronger for you, doesn't it? So I'm going to even it out, okay? And I'm gonna get heat. Get heat for that. The electrode pads are having a difficulty sticking on them because the muscles are so defined that it cannot get a full contact. You know? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's valleys and contours, typically the electrode pads are not made for define muscle stuff. I'll get heat, okay?
Alright.
And that will help with also that. So that just tractions your lower back. So it's open. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing well.
Good. So you see that heat softens the electropads also. So it makes the contact even better. So you can see what's going on in his back. I mean, look at that. Look at that pattern. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can almost count. It's just, there's a pattern that it's keeping. And as it fires, you can see his whole upper body just moves, the whole girdle just moves. So the reason why the right is moving a little bit more is because, again, that's tighter. So let's make the left do the same thing. Here it comes. Look at that. Look at now it's frozen. But the left is a little bit more frozen because it's not as, even though the muscle is developed, the motor pathways are not as developed. But you can see now the difference. Look at that. Now they're level. Well, almost. Just one intensity less. And that's it. So we'll let you get over show that. Huh? Okay, under there, there's some treasure under there. I'm going to move this closer. Look at that. Look at that muscle. The heat reduced it a little bit, so now I took the heat off and it's back to action. Look at that. That movement is crazy. Okay, we got 2 minutes. Right. Good work. Okay, look at the difference. There's not a single movement. Look at that. It's as quiet as can be. But we wore all that muscle up to relax it so that if we get. Now, when he's going to get up, we're going to check those rotations again without measurement. Just to show you what just that current there, the premodulated current. Again, we're trying to, earlier he was at 70 and 75. So go ahead and stand up with me, Adrian. Easy. Easy does it. Easy does it. Okay, and then just focus it like put your arms down. So earlier, gentlemen and ladies, we got it at 60, at 75 and 70. So, I mean, look at that. Do you see that? Well, I wish you could see it, but it's even 80 on that side. Now let's go that side. Yeah. What do you feel? That's where the restriction was.
This side feels much looser now.
Yeah.
Or it's not, the tension isn't as great
As it was earlier.
before.
Try the other side. So, and drop your nose down right there. So even though earlier he was at 70 earlier, you can see the difference is there's more, you can actually see this even more than earlier when you were right there. But that's good. So that's what we're going to adjust right now.
All right.
Okay? So I'll take the sticks off and the pads off. Man, that current just affects you like really quickly, Mr. Adrian.
That good?
Yeah, it just affects you. It just does, it gets the job done. Maybe it's
On the side or?
facing down. Actually, let's face up. And this is the left side. Okay, feel that?
Oh yeah. Ooh, felt that.
That even adjusted me. Okay. Want to stop it? You know, watch yourself. There you go. Feel that little tiny one?
Yeah.
And then go
But
ahead.
it's always the left side
Yeah.
there.
And then sit up for me. So we got a really good movement on the left side. And then cross your arms. No. Round, tuck your head. Just breathe in. And don't let it out. Now let it out. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Recross it the other direction. Is that how you hide it?
Yep.
Right? Okay, let's recross it the other direction. And down.
It's always the left side that gets a good work.
Yeah, I didn't have to do much. I just put it on there. It was ready to go. Yeah, so go ahead and sit and let's measure that again. And then turn your head. Okay. Whoa, 85. 80. So it does work, folks.
Somehow this side has surpassed.
Even the protractor.
Right side.
Yeah, the protractor is not even, it's crazy. I don't have measurements for that side that he just did. Folks, he's just a freak of nature. I think that's what it is. All right.
Hi.
Okay, Abraham, we're gonna,
Hi.
no, Abraham, no.
I want to move in it.
Those are my extras. Let's squeeze them.
Oh,
Yeah, yes sir, let's do the other side. That was very good.
Ay, ay, ay.
Let's do the other side, the left. $110, folks, on the left.
All right.
Wow.
There's some great strength increasing.
110, huh? Remember what it was earlier? 80?
Was it 80?
Yeah. And then on this side it was 80 also. They were even 80 on both sides.
Yeah.
We got 100
very
on the
80.
right side and then 110.
110. So we got the left side really loosened up.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, that's what I wanted to do with you today.
All right.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to do those simple cervical.
Adjustments.
Yeah, those cervical openings, because that is where the messages come from.
I noticed this during competition season. I usually have problems with my hips or my neck, and it has to do with either dropping the weight, the weights, the cardio, the diet. It all adds up, and then your sleep gets affected, or you're like trying to put a pillow in between your legs, extra pillows on your head or your neck, just because all of a sudden your thighs are huge, your hips or your waist is getting smaller, but your bones are still the same. So it's just like your proportions get a little out of whack, and you're just like, oh no, what do I do? And so he's been adjusting me with my neck, my hips, not so much my shoulders right now. It's more so the neck and the hips. Bicep is still good. The shoulder range of movement is still good. So we just came in here to help loosen up some tight muscles, and that's what it was. So hopefully you learned something today, and don't be afraid to go out, and if you're having some issues, ask a doctor. Until then, see ya.